This former A-plus list rapper really needs to lay off the Coca-Cola. It is making her completely paranoid. It wouldn't shock me if someone close to her tried to put her into a conservatorship. Here is a new blind item that it's allegedly about Nicki Minaj. Speaking of horrible people, this foreign-born former A-plus list rapper definitely needs rehab before she tries to do a tour. It will be awful. And again, this is allegedly Nicki Minaj. And the related headline reads, Nicki Minaj unabashedly calls out other artists for ruining this hip-hop industry trademark. The queen of rap has something to say about the industry letting in new artists. Nicki Minaj believes that rap and hip-hop have been watered down by other artists. She predicts that the industry's downfall is a result of letting everyone in. Nicki Minaj firmly believes that she is one of the best rappers and has set the pace in the industry. Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap in the music industry and the queen of drama. Although Nicki Minaj has her fair share of heartwarming moments that show her authentic, lovable side, it can sometimes be confusing when she finds herself engulfed in drama, especially with other artists. Such is the case with a recent comment she made regarding the state of rap and hip-hop. Being the trailblazer that she is, her expertise and insight can be viewed as sincere or a bit harsh. Either way, she wasn't afraid to shine light on something she believed was an issue in the industry. Here is an update in the blind items that is allegedly about Nicki Minaj. This former A-plus list rapper really needs to lay off the Coca-Cola. It is making her completely paranoid. It wouldn't shock me if someone close to her tried to put her into a conservatorship. And again, this is allegedly Nicki Minaj. And the related headline reads, Nicki Minaj reposts video of store employee hiding copies of Pink Friday 2. Earlier this month, Nicki's fifth studio album debuted atop the Billboard 200 in the opening week of its release. Fresh off scoring her third #1 album on the Billboard 200, Nicki Minaj is clapping back at the haters. On Thursday, the Queen's rapper hopped on Twitter to acknowledge a video uploaded to social media by a record store employee who decided to hide physical copies of Nicki Minaj's new album, Pink Friday 2, behind other CDs on their store shelves. Minaj responded to the hater by reposting their clip and tagging Billboard, and for good reason. And here is that video clip. Okay, I need help deciphering this DM that I got from Nicki Minaj at 6:01 a.m. yesterday that reads, Once ugly disease allegedly is being paid to get uglier. What does this mean? Is she calling me an ugly disease? Is she sending me a blind item? I think it's funny that she's using the word allegedly since that's what I use in all of my videos. But what? Okay, if you saw my video from this morning, you'll know that yesterday morning at 6:01 a.m., I got this DM from Nicki Minaj saying, Once ugly disease allegedly is being paid to get uglier. And then I posted a video this morning asking all of you to decipher what the hell this means. And she has now commented on the post. So she commented on the video, allegedly they are sucking someone's D and being paid to try to tear down a tour. Sold out, sold out, sold out. Allegedly you have a disease? What does this mean? What does this mean? And who is being paid? Because it's certainly not me. So I totally missed this comment because it looks like she quickly deleted it after writing it, but she did answer my question. It is me. I am the ugly disease. So thank you so much for joining in on this chapter of Nicki Minaj's DM riddles. Okay, so apparently the Nicki Minaj riddle saga is not over, so I posted a video confirming that she was in fact calling me an ugly disease in the DMs, and now she's commented on that video a bunch of times. The first comment reads, allegedly gloom and doom awaits you and the person you say you love. Allegedly, I'm doing an interview to discuss in 3 days. Then she writes, should I tell your little married man secret? Well, in 3 days you'll see in this interview I do. Ugh, his wife deserves this? No. And then she writes, Pink Friday 2 Gag City Tour, highest grossing and haven't gone out yet. And then she writes, "You are allegedly being paid to attempt to say negative things about my sold out tour. Allegedly, I'm going to expose you. Just sit back and watch. Uggs. You can't embarrass me because there's nothing you can say that people haven't heard. But now I'll share your alleged tea and the executives funding you. There are no executives funding me." She also writes, "Your day has come. Pink Friday 2 again. Allegedly, the company has been paying you to pretend these are just random, but allegedly there are 5 superstars who are allegedly going to sue you." So she thinks that there's a company that is paying me to post blind items about her specifically. She also writes again, "Pink Friday 2, Pink Friday 2. My top 5 on Pink Friday 2 today are: Pink Friday 2 broke the Spotify and Apple Music record, #1 for 36 straight days. No alleged here." What do we make of all of this? And what is she going to say in this interview in 3 days? I'm really curious. I have no idea what she is talking about. And again, I am not being paid to post blind items about Nicki Minaj. At this point, TikTok is barely paying me.
I did the best that I could to put this numerically in order so that people cannot be confused about what is actually happening, because the story is well put together and how it started and how it came to be how it is. Because I found that people were confused as to why Nicki Minaj is acting like this, why is she being like this, what led her to responding this way. So in order to get the whole perspective, you needed to understand the story. So the lady made 2 posts, which I already added in the video. You get the point. And she accused her of allegedly using substances and that she is not mentally stable and she is paranoid. So Nicki Minaj was so offended by this and went on a total rant, which got to this point that we are at right now. Obviously, I wouldn't be me if I didn't add any opinions, which aside of my own, of other people. By the way, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and let's continue with the video. And people were commenting, they said like Nicki Minaj having one-sided beef with you is the most iconic thing ever. I'm so jealous. Like, people really found this funny and they wished that it was them. This is the second person I've seen with Nicki Minaj beefing in their comments out of nowhere today. It is so funny. It did not happen out of nowhere. It started because she made a video, well, it's blind items. So yeah, Nicki girl, this is giving maniac episode. Like, this really, Nicki Minaj, what she does is give the media the proof that she is unstable mentally. So Nicki's fans were going after the girl, basically. I think she said allegedly because the people who read blind items say that they are allegedly about someone to avoid defamation claims. I was so confused at first, but this is such a power move. I would frame this and put it on my wall. Like, really, like, it was so interesting. And yeah, I found it really interesting. Like, at first I could not believe that it was Nicki Minaj going on such a rant. Like, I was like, it was her account hacked? Like, I could not believe. I thought it was somebody else pretending to be Nicki Minaj, because her fans are literally unstable just like her. And I guess this is what the media wants, that we should tell her that she's unstable, but they're making her to be the way that she is. She is so protective, she's very sensitive, and she is lashing out to anyone nowadays. They'd be like, mother is mothering. I love her response. It's iconic. Am I the only one that thinks that blind items are true? Yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of truth in gossip, but at the end of the day, it's gossip, right? They add things. Maybe she's going through things. Yeah, that could be it. But substances? Yeah, a little bit too fast. I mean, it makes it interesting. I mean, if she says that she's going through a mental, they need to make it interesting to get you engaged, basically. But I need to hear the opinion of others who made videos. Yeah, I'm curious.
My biggest question is Nicki's use of allegedly. Allegedly close your legs to married men. You are allegedly racist. You can't embarrass me because there's nothing you can say that people haven't heard, but now share your alleged tea and the executives feuding you. Allegedly you do drugs. A married executive allegedly, and God is about to pull you down to the pits of hell until you apologize allegedly. An abundance of emojis. So apparently Nicki went off in this girl's comments. Is this real?
Honestly.
Because I think it is real. I'm not sure what this was about, and I watched this lady's video, and I don't think she was really sure what it was about or where it was coming from. And when I say, this is when I'm saying, like, people are really upset with Ariana Grande for something that isn't confirmed. You know that Nicki is like this. Everybody knows. She doesn't really lose fans. This is what I'm saying. We have selective, like, caring. They're super selective, and that's fine. You're allowed to be selective with what you care about, but, like, let's not pretend we really always give a fuck about what these music makers are doing behind the scenes, because this is rancid. It's a little bit. Do you know you're famous, girl? And do you know what allegedly means? Anyway.
I mean, the girl knows. It's not that she does not know where this is coming from. She knows. She knows because she put out an article. She put it out. This is where Nicki Minaj. This is why people are confused as to why Nicki Minaj is just ranting on this girl. Like she did nothing. She knew what she did. She put out information, and Nicki Minaj is upset about that information that she put out, accusing her about things that she does not know about. And this is why also I put the video numerically the way that I did, so it does not cause confusion as to how it started. I did not start with her response because it does not fill in the gap that leads into what actually really happened. So she knows. It's not like she doesn't know, and that's the part I disagree with.
I thought the Beehive was the craziest fan base, but it's clearly you Minaj rods. Y'all are losing your mind. This is not normal. It was a blind item. A blind item. This looks like a hit dog hollering, if I can be frank. And like I said, I think Nicki Minaj needs help. I'm not, look at Nicki Minaj falling up. Like, no, I think Nicki Minaj is one of the most talented MCs that has graced our presence in the past, 20 years? I don't know. But I used to be a barb growing up. Believe it or not, I used to have a pink bang and everything. But then my frontal lobe developed, and it was like, dang, Nicki was not growing up with her fan base. She wasn't. She was kind of like, still on that same wave that she was on when I was in high school. So it's like now looking back on this behavior and looking at this behavior in present day, it's very problematic and there's some type of issue there. But like me saying that she has some type of problem or that she needs help does not warrant people saying that they want to beat me up and they want to find my address. Like, I mean, good luck finding my address because I live where the coordinates are. But, I just think this is absolutely insane. This is crazy for a regular person to respond this much. Like, I be looking at y'all comments and I'm more concerned about y'all at this point than I am Nicki, because Nicki may have her issues, but like y'all are doing a whole lot, and this person don't even know y'all exist. Like, imagine fighting someone because they don't like your fave. Like, what is going on? Have y'all ever seen Swarm? I wonder if they're gonna do a season 2. They should call it Barb.
Just when I thought I was gonna put my phone down and do some job applications, Nicki Minaj wanna go playing in this woman's comments, talking about he told his wife about your bald spots. And then there was one comment where she was, "You wicked woman, repent." That's why Nicki loves her some damn Tokyo Tony, because they are low-key the same person, just a little bit. What did this Caucasian lady expect? I mean, I watch her videos from time to time when I'm feeling like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm surprised Nicki Minaj is the only person that has said something to this woman. Her blind items be blatantly outrageous. I mean, this woman has said that Beyonce and Kobe Bryant were together. This woman has alleged that Beyonce was trying to sabotage Normani. I mean, this woman has said a horrendous amount of things about Nicki Minaj. So, I mean, somebody was going to say something. Somebody was going to respond. I mean, we saw what happened to Tasha K, and you decided that you wanted to be the Tasha K of TikTok. So, but this is a key. This is a key. This is a key. This is a key. And, y'all gonna learn to stop messing with Nicki Minaj. She's not gonna be quiet and sit pretty like Beyonce. She gonna get out there with you. She gonna get in the blend. She gonna get in the grind. She gonna really get at it. She really gonna get active with y'all.
Child, so Nicki Minaj is trending on social media as we speak, and not for the right reasons. Let's get into it. Now, social media quickly reacted to Nicki Minaj calling out TikTok for giving her an account warning because of, believe, harassment and bullying. She made this tweet right here where she talked about, basically saying that this is a double standard because people can talk about me, and when I come back at them, it's considered bullying. And then she started posting her stats and stuff. Well, it initially started because I'm calling her the blind items girly, CelebriTeaBlinds. She made a series of posts, okay? And now I thought it was just one post, but I started looking at this girl's page. She got about like 6 posts talking about Nicki and reading some blind items from some site. And they consist of like one sentence topics talking about the same thing. I can't get into it because we can't talk about certain things, but it's the same thing that people try to allege about Nicki. I need y'all to use y'all context clues. So yeah, she would read these blind items, it'd be like one sentence, and then the rest of her videos would consist of like another topic about Nicki, of course, but they didn't seem right. They don't seem right, okay? So of course that prompted Nicki to respond, and did she, okay? She was responding left and right on this woman's posts, basically calling the girl some type of industry mule or whatever, saying that she gets paid by some corporation to make stories about her, and that she sleep with married men, child. She said, close your legs to married men. Okay, a nod to any leaks. And just also still like promoting Pink Friday 2, telling her that, the tour is sold out and everything. I mean, there was even another video. This woman made a video. I didn't think that it was shade towards her, but I mean, I guess she read it as shade, but she came for her too in the comments. Nicki has been coming for the people in the comments, right? But looking at all of that, I can understand why TikTok got at her with this account warning. That is the rules. It happens to smaller creators that, defend themselves against, mean comments and trolls and stuff like that. We respond, and then it gets looked at as bullying, and sometimes, in some cases, our videos just get taken down. You get what I'm saying? Do I believe that Nicki was bullying and harassing at this moment? I think that and I don't believe anything that the girl, the blind items girl was saying. Let's be very clear. I just don't like the whole idea. You got a blind item from a website and it consists of like one sentence and then you go off on a tangent. It just doesn't make any sense. So I don't believe any of the stuff that the girl is saying, but I will say this, the fact that you made all of these comments under this girl's posts, you made DMs to this woman, it will lead people to believe that it's true because you're giving it that much energy. Like, I don't think the internet will be talking about anything right now if you didn't, had layers upon layers of comments, insulting this girl. And not for nothing, I'm not the type to be like, don't bring a gun to a knife fight. Let's be very clear. Like, if you had to respond, you had to respond. That's what you was feeling. And I get it. She made multiple posts about you. But responding in this manner, it just did not seem right. Like, I'm hoping that this was not you and somebody that's working on your team and you need to gather them a good one. But I don't know, child. I don't know how y'all gonna respond to this one, but things must be said, and I don't feel like I said anything bad. I hope she don't curse me out.